Question answers of an educated person. Question 1. What means and methods do you think one has to adopt in order to be educated truly? Answer. To be truly educated, one must adopt a mindset that embraces lifelong learning, intellectual curiosity, and an openness to new ideas. Education should not be seen as a finite process tied solely to formal schooling, degrees, or a narrow area of expertise. A truly educated person continually seeks knowledge throughout life, staying curious and asking questions about the world. This mindset involves going beyond the passive absorption of facts and developing the ability to actively explore new subjects. By maintaining a flexible approach, a person can adapt to new perspectives, challenge existing assumptions, and remain intellectually agile. Self-directed learning, whether through books, experiences, discussions, or other mediums, is essential for this continuous growth. Balancing specialized knowledge with a broad understanding of other disciplines is also crucial. While deep expertise in a particular field is valuable, a truly educated person must also possess a general awareness of other areas. This balance ensures that one's understanding is not limited or overly compartmentalized. For example, a scientist should appreciate literature and philosophy, while an artist should have some knowledge of history or technology. This interdisciplinary learning fosters a well-rounded intellect and enables individuals to make connections across different fields, enhancing creativity and problem-solving abilities. By blending depth and breadth, a person can cultivate a holistic perspective that enhances their understanding of the world. Another key element of true education is the development of critical thinking and reflection. It's important to not just consume information but to analyze and evaluate it. This involves questioning the sources, biases, and underlying assumptions in what one reads or learns. Critical thinking allows for a deeper understanding of issues and prevents the acceptance of ideas at face value. Additionally, regularly reflecting on one's learning helps in solidifying knowledge, recognizing areas of improvement, and applying lessons to different contexts. Ultimately, true education is not just about accumulating knowledge but about developing the ability to think independently, adapt, and continue learning throughout life. Question 2. How does Nicholson explain the idea of liberal education, general knowledge, and the notion of literary men? Answer. Harold Nicholson's essay provides a thoughtful exploration of the concept of liberal education, general knowledge, and the role of literary men in the broader scope of intellectual development. He emphasizes that liberal education goes beyond simply accumulating facts or technical knowledge. Instead, it fosters a mind that is flexible, cultivated, and capable of engaging with a wide range of ideas. Nicholson highlights the importance of the humanities, which help shape individuals into well-rounded thinkers by equipping them with the ability to apply their learning across different contexts and fields. Liberal education, in his view, allows individuals to engage in intellectual inquiry throughout their lives, making them lifelong learners. When discussing general knowledge, Nicholson rejects the notion that an educated person should know something about everything and everything about something, as some pedants might claim. He argues that while such extremes of erudition are admirable, they are unrealistic and more reflective of exceptional individuals with extraordinary intellectual abilities, rather than the norm. He advocates for a balanced approach, where an individual concentrates on areas that resonate with their personal abilities and interests, while also expanding their knowledge into related fields. This broader understanding helps prevent intellectual narrowness and enriches their core expertise. Regarding literary men, Nicholson suggests that true literary education should not be confined to literature alone. He believes that a literary person must extend their learning to related areas such as history, the arts, and languages. According to Nicholson, no literary man can truly be considered educated without having a sound knowledge of at least one other literature beyond their own. By acquiring knowledge in cognate fields, literary individuals can develop a deeper understanding of their own discipline, thereby enriching their critical insights and creative capacities. This interdisciplinary approach exemplifies Nicholson's broader view of liberal education, where specialized knowledge is enhanced through an engagement with a variety of intellectual pursuits. Question 3. What, according to you, is the difference between quantity and quality? Give suitable examples. Answer. The difference between quantity and quality lies in the distinction between the amount or number of something, quantity, and the value, excellence, or degree of that thing, quality. While quantity refers to measurable aspects, such as size, volume, or count, quality focuses on the characteristics that determine the worth or desirability of something. Examples. Education. Quantity. Attending numerous lectures, reading many books, or accumulating certificates. Quality. The depth of understanding, critical thinking, and the ability to apply knowledge effectively, regardless of the number of books read or courses completed. For instance, a person might attend many lectures but truly grasp and apply only a few concepts. Quality outweighs the mere number of lectures attended. Food. Quantity. Having a large amount of food on the plate, such as a buffet with many dishes. Quality. The nutritional value, taste, and freshness of the food. A small, carefully prepared meal with fresh ingredients is often more satisfying and healthier than a large quantity of low quality or processed food. Work performance. Quantity. Completing many tasks or working long hours. Quality. The effectiveness, precision, and innovation in completing a few tasks to a high standard. For example, an employee who completes 5 tasks with great attention to detail and creativity contributes more to the company's success than someone who rushes through 10 tasks with errors. In essence, while quantity measures how much, quality evaluates how good something is. Depending on the context, one might be more important than the other, but quality is generally seen as more valuable when the aim is excellence or meaningful impact. Question 4. Do you think that the traditional education system was more effective than the present one? Elaborate your reasons. Answer. The effectiveness of traditional education systems versus modern education systems depends on how one defines effective and what outcomes are valued. Both systems have strengths and weaknesses, and their effectiveness can vary based on individual needs, societal goals, and the evolving nature of knowledge and technology. Here are key points to consider when comparing the two. Strengths of the traditional education system. Structured learning and discipline. Traditional education emphasized a structured, disciplined approach to learning. The focus on memorization, clear authority figures, teachers, and set curricula ensured that students mastered foundational skills like reading, writing, and arithmetic. This structure helped instill discipline and a respect for learning, which many believe contributed to a strong educational foundation. Example, classical education, particularly in the West, emphasized the trivium, grammar, logic, rhetoric, and quadrivium, arithmetic, geometry, music, astronomy, fostering deep analytical skills. Focus on core knowledge. Traditional education placed great emphasis on mastering core subjects, including literature, history, mathematics, and science. The goal was to create well-rounded individuals with a broad base of knowledge, contributing to a more holistic education. Example, The rigorous focus on classical literature, history, and languages like Latin in earlier education systems helped students develop a strong intellectual foundation, emphasizing depth over breadth. Teacher-centered approach. In traditional systems, the teacher was often seen as the primary authority and expert in the classroom. This ensured a structured learning environment where the teacher's knowledge and experience guided students. This model promoted respect for the learning process and placed responsibility for education in the hands of experts. Example: the Socratic method used in traditional education engaged students in critical thinking under the guidance of a skilled teacher. Weaknesses of the traditional education system. Rigid and one-size-fits-all approach. Traditional systems often lacked flexibility, offering little room for individual learning styles or interests. Every student was expected to follow the same curriculum and pace, which could disadvantage students who learned differently or had unique talents not catered to by the system. Example: students with creative or technical talents might have struggled in traditional schools focused more on classical subjects and rote memorization. Limited practical application. While traditional education emphasized theoretical knowledge, it sometimes lacked a focus on practical skills and real-world applications. This gap between academic knowledge and its practical use became more noticeable as the world advanced and demanded more hands-on, technology-based skills. Example: students might have been well-versed in history or literature but lacked practical skills like problem-solving in complex, modern-day scenarios. Strengths of the present education system. Personalization and flexibility. The modern education system is increasingly focused on personalized learning, offering flexibility for students to pursue subjects of interest and to learn at their own pace. With technological advancements, students can now access information in a variety of formats, catering to different learning styles: visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Example: online learning platforms allow students to choose from a vast array of courses, giving them more control over their education, from coding to art to entrepreneurship. Practical skills and real-world application. Modern education emphasizes the importance of applying knowledge to real-world situations, focusing on problem-solving, critical thinking, collaboration, and technology integration. This approach better prepares students for the complexities of the modern workforce and global challenges. Example: STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, equip students with practical, hands-on skills that are crucial in today's technological landscape. Focus on inclusivity and diversity. The present system makes efforts to be more inclusive, addressing diverse learning needs and promoting equity in education. There is a greater focus on supporting students from different backgrounds, including those with disabilities, special needs, or socioeconomic challenges. Example: special education programs, individualized learning plans, IEPs, and inclusive policies ensure that education is accessible to a wider range of students. Weaknesses of the present education system. Overemphasis on standardized testing. One of the biggest criticisms of modern education is the focus on standardized testing. This approach often prioritizes test scores over deeper learning, causing students and teachers to focus on teaching to the test rather than fostering critical thinking or creativity. Example: standardized exams like the SAT or high-stakes testing in public schools often create stress for students and limit teachers' ability to engage in more creative or exploratory teaching methods. Information overload and superficial learning. With the vast availability of information through technology, students may sometimes focus on quantity over quality, skimming through content without gaining a deep understanding of subjects. The rapid consumption of information can lead to superficial learning where true comprehension and critical thinking are sacrificed. Example: students might rely on quick online searches or summaries, like Wikipedia, instead of engaging deeply with primary sources or complex texts. Dependence on technology. While technology offers many benefits, the heavy reliance on digital tools can sometimes result in a loss of foundational skills, such as handwriting, mental math, or the ability to concentrate without digital distractions. Moreover, unequal access to technology can exacerbate the digital divide, leaving some students behind. Example: excessive screen time and the overuse of gadgets can lead to shorter attention spans and a decline in face to face social skills. Conclusion: both traditional and modern education systems have their merits and drawbacks. Traditional education excelled in creating disciplined, well rounded thinkers with a deep understanding of core knowledge but lacked flexibility and practical relevance. The modern education system offers greater personalization, inclusivity, and practical skills but sometimes sacrifices depth and faces issues with standardized testing and over reliance on technology. An ideal educational system might combine the strengths of both, fostering intellectual rigor while remaining adaptable to individual needs and the demands of the contemporary world. Question 5. What contribution does humanities as a discipline serves the society? Answer: the humanities, as a discipline, play a crucial role in shaping society by fostering critical thinking, cultural understanding, ethical reflection, and the preservation of human knowledge and values. They contribute to society in multiple ways. 1. Fostering critical thinking and analytical skills. The study of humanities, which includes fields like literature, history, philosophy, art, and languages, encourages people to think deeply about the human experience. These disciplines teach individuals how to analyze complex problems, evaluate different perspectives, and formulate coherent arguments. By engaging with philosophical debates, historical events, or literary works, students learn to question assumptions, challenge biases, and approach issues with a nuanced understanding. Example: philosophy fosters critical thinking by encouraging people to evaluate moral dilemmas, analyze logical arguments, and question societal norms. This cultivates citizens who can make informed decisions and engage in meaningful debates about public policy, justice, and ethics. 2. Promoting cultural awareness and empathy. The humanities help individuals understand diverse cultures, historical contexts, and human experiences across time and space. By studying history, literature, and languages, people can gain insights into different cultures, fostering empathy and tolerance. This cultural awareness is essential in today's interconnected, globalized world, where understanding different perspectives is key to peaceful coexistence. Example: learning about historical movements like the civil rights movement or reading literature from different cultural backgrounds allows individuals to empathize with the struggles and aspirations of others. It fosters a more inclusive society that values diversity and multiculturalism. 3. Preserving human values, ethics, and history. Humanities help preserve and reflect on the values and knowledge accumulated over centuries. By engaging with works of art, philosophy, and literature, society maintains a connection to its past, ensuring that important ideas, moral reflections, and cultural achievements are not forgotten. The humanities also raise fundamental ethical questions about what it means to be human, how to live a good life, and how societies should function. Example: historical studies teach societies about their origins, mistakes, and successes. Philosophy and ethics offer frameworks for addressing contemporary moral issues like environmental sustainability, human rights, and social justice, helping society navigate complex decisions with moral clarity. 4. Supporting democracy and civic engagement. Humanities foster active and informed citizenship by teaching individuals how to think critically about politics, society, and human rights. The study of political philosophy, ethics, and history helps individuals understand the foundations of democracy, the importance of civic engagement, and the necessity of protecting freedoms. A society well versed in the humanities is better equipped to hold its leaders accountable and to participate in democratic processes. Example: the study of political theory and history helps citizens understand the importance of democratic institutions, the rule of law, and the protection of civil liberties. By reflecting on past political systems and revolutions, people can be more vigilant in defending democracy. 5. Enhancing communication and creative expression. Humanities help individuals develop strong communication skills, both written and verbal. By studying literature, philosophy, and rhetoric, people learn how to articulate their ideas clearly and persuasively. Additionally, humanities disciplines encourage creative expression, whether through art, writing, or music, contributing to cultural enrichment and the emotional well-being of society. Example: writers, artists, and musicians all contribute to the cultural fabric of society, expressing ideas, emotions, and critiques that inspire, provoke thought, and challenge societal norms. This creative expression is essential for innovation and social progress. 6. Addressing contemporary global challenges. The humanities provide insights into global challenges such as climate change, human rights, and social inequality by offering ethical frameworks, historical context, and cultural understanding. Humanities scholars examine how societies have dealt with past crises and apply that knowledge to contemporary problems, encouraging thoughtful and humane responses to the issues we face today. Example: environmental humanities examine the ethical and philosophical implications of climate change, inspiring policies and actions that prioritize sustainability and the well-being of future generations. Conclusion: the humanities contribute to society by shaping thoughtful, empathetic, and informed individuals who are capable of critical thinking, cultural understanding, and ethical reflection. They help preserve the collective wisdom of humanity, foster democratic values, encourage creative expression, and address contemporary global challenges. In doing so, the humanities enrich both individual lives and the broader social fabric, ensuring that societies are both intellectually vibrant and morally grounded.